Shabbat Shalom. So my friends, I don't know if any of you have ever had the experience of your room being a mess or your playroom being a mess and your parents ask you to clean it up and you really don't want to because it's too hard, it's so much work, and then you really just don't want to do it. But then you actually do it, and it's kind of better to have your room being clean. You find that game you lost a long time ago that was hiding under a sock, and you feel more peaceful because it's clean, right? So in the Torah this week, the Israelites, where did they leave? Where were their slaves? Which country? Egypt. So they left Egypt and were in the desert for a long time. And they realized after a while they wanted a place to pray, so decided to build the first ever synagogue that was called the Tabernacle. Can you all say tabernacle? Tabernacle, Mishkan. So they built the first ever synagogue, and for 7 days they worked to open it up, to inaugurate it, it's called. So everybody was working really hard, especially Moses and Aaron, to make the synagogue feel special. But the days went one after the other, and they felt something was lacking. The space just didn't feel special or good. So finally on the 7th day, they decided they needed a special prayer to God. So this is what they said. This is the words from one of our oldest prayers called Psalms. And they said, God, you've been the place where we've dwelt for all generations before the mountains were even born, or you brought forth the whole world. From everlasting to everlasting, you are a God. So they were saying, God, you're so great, you've been around forever. Why can't you come into our synagogue for us to see and hear you? And they said, let the beauty of God be upon us. And the Torah says, suddenly a cloud came down, and God was with them. And they felt really special, and they realized all their work was worth it. Because, what do you think it's like to travel through the desert? Do you think it's easy or hard? It's pretty hard. So they needed a place to go where they'd feel they could have strength and courage and encouragement, a special place just for them. And that's why they needed that. And that's why we all need a synagogue too, this place that we're in right now. A synagogue is some special place that's not like school and not like home and not like your friend's house. But you go here to find and feel something special and beautiful, to sing songs and say prayers. But you got to work for it. Have you guys been working hard this year? Yeah, you've been working on your Aleph Bet and your prayers and singing and learning the stories. And is it always easy? No, it's not always easy. But you're doing it because you want to make this place special for you too. And so this synagogue can be a fun place where you guys can see each other, you're all friends, but also bring some beauty into life, something special into your life. And this is why we do it. It makes our lives feel special. And that's what they were doing. They opened up the tabernacle because they were going through the desert, and life is hard in the desert, and they needed to feel something else. And so they waited 7 days. First day, there was no God. Second day, there was no God. Third day, there was no God. And finally said, God, we need you to come into this place so it feels special. And that's what happened. So once a rabbi was talking to me, just like I'm talking to you, and he showed me the prayer book that we all use. Kind of like this is part of the prayer book, right? This booklet. And he said, this book is really an old book of spells, just like Harry Potter and the magic spells in Harry Potter. You say some of these spells and it makes you feel special. And so you guys are actually learning how to read one of the oldest book of spells that's around in the whole world. And it takes a lot of work, but we're so proud of everything you've done tonight and in general to make it happen. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.